undermines the integrity of the whole process.
Calling it a disservice to their family and to the public. Some waiting for insight and answers around the deaths of their loved one are going to have to wait even longer, as inquests across Manitoba are now on hold until fall of 2023.
It's a major problem.
The news is more than frustrating for Carol Packer. An inquest was called earlier this year into the death of her brother, Lee Earnshaw, after he died in June of 2021 as a result of an accidental drug overdose. He was turned away multiple times from various provincial agencies due to what Manitoba's chief medical examiner explained in a news release were various technicalities. She says in inquests like these, time is of the essence.
The information that they find is something that I would question after, several years. Are we going to be able to speak to witnesses? Are we going to be able to find them? Is there going to be evidence that possibly has been shredded as the normal process?
Little information as to why inquests are on hold has been made public, but at this time, direction from the province's trial coordination is that, quote, inquests will not be booked until the fall of 2023. Under the Provincial Fatalities Act, inquests can be called at the direction of the chief medical examiner for several reasons and are automatically called when an individual dies as a result of use of force by a peace officer, while they are involuntarily admitted to a mental health facility or living in a facility for those who need intellectual supports. Packer says to hear her family will be waiting even longer for answers is heartbreaking. She continues to do work to break stigma and promote access for those seeking help around substance abuse, currently raising money through a 1,300-kilometer bike ride for St. Boniface Street Links, which helped her brother when he was still alive. She says government should be making inquests like her brother's a priority so they can learn how to prevent future deaths from taking place, as inquests can result in recommendations for improvement.
Delays in producing findings and recommendations prolong the risk to public, and their sole function is preventing unnecessary deaths where lessons aren't being learned.
City News requested an interview with a representative from the courts to discuss the decision Wednesday, but a statement was provided instead. In it, a spokesperson explained with a backlog of criminal cases due to the pandemic, the court has had to prioritize cases, with the courts determining criminal cases where the accused is in custody are moving forward as first priority. Packer says the government should dedicate more resources to the system if it's unable to achieve its legislated objectives in a timely manner, saying now is not the time for excuses.
You can't always hide behind the standard excuse that COVID has caused that. If there's not enough resources, we need to dedicate resources. We need to get, things rolling and get that happening, because this is a life and death situation. Lives are, at stake here.
In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.